Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Denver Broncos and the Oakland Raiders. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Set, 10 logo. Pilot, 64, read.
On first down, it's Little. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. On second down, it's Little. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Well, certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14.
Hey, Zoo.
Out of the gun, Elway. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Taken in at the 22. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Elway will throw. Johnson's got it complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Elway. Looking deep downfield. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's caught by Jansen. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland 1st down.
Shoot.
They run on first down with Jackson. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Throw left side complete. That's Reese. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On the ground, this is Jackson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Get it.
They're going to look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
Well, you know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Alpha.
On 3rd down, Elway. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Matt Wild now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Go. Look at me. Go. Check 31. Ready.
They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Bravo.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Check 99. Hey, high 7.
29 is the mic. Mike 29. Gotta do better.
Let's go.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He gets it to Brown. Complete.
You ain't going nowhere.
And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They'll set up to throw. This is Casper catching it out right. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Set 8, read. I'm coming for you. You mine. 5.
They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Elway. It's caught. Smith. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Yes, yes.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Set up, 30 base. Rip right. Hey, Delta.
This time Elway will throw. And the catch made by Johnson. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Hey, echo. Now.
On first, they'll throw with Elway. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Team 6. Go. Watch the curl. Watch 98.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to work his way down to the 16. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll try the left side. Little. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Five. 80 weapons. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Look at me. Zipper. Go. Mike 19. Go.
They'll run on first down. It's Little, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Now they'll throw it with Elway. Toward the pylon, caught. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up first and goal.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
29 is a Mike. Mike 29.
All day, baby. All day. Get it.
2nd and 14. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. So drive 1, they had the field goal. Drive 2, touchdown. And now here on drive 3, looks like they're going to have to punt.
At least they were finally able to reverse the trend, because giving up the field goal, then the touchdown, it's almost like they finally got to the offensive side of the ball and said, okay, we've got a system to shut you down.
Jack Fox now gets set to punt. DJ Moore is back deep waiting for it. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Got it.
At the 17.
Now.
On 2nd down, Elway. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Watch QB drop. Check, check. Lucky.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Undercrunch. Hey, do. Let go.
Looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mullins. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's the Raiders punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. This quarterback now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the carry, it's Jackson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
General West. Go.
2nd and 3. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Shoot.
On 2nd down now. It's Jackson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
10 Lobo.
Hey. 29 is Mike 29.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Letting one go deep. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 21 yards away. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Carlson now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
At the 21-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now Elway. Going up top. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary has really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 19.
Out of the gun, Elway. This is Johnson, he's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Hey, try 7.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Mike 19. Let's pick it up.
From the gun, it's Elway. Well, this one complete to Smith. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, it's Elway. He's got his man sharp, complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Elway to throw on 2nd. That's complete to Sharp. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Rush in.
Hey, Delta.
From the shotgun, Elway. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. This is taken at the 15. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead, and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
4 down, check, 4 down,
2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Kill.
Topper!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Allen's got it complete. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's the Raiders punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
On the ready.
Mike 51. 3 bud.
Go.
On 1st down, it's Jackson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he had been able to haul that one in.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now back to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Little. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On the double.
Watch 98 for Mike. All day, punt.
Takes 3. 2 it. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. It's Little. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Greystone travel.
Now it's Elway. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Little. The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Echo.
On 2nd down, Elway. And he's got his man on the out route. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Set up. 60 or. Hey, exit. Yep.
Mike 19. Exit. Mike 19. Mike 19.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, Elway. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
I got you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And it's third down.
The Broncos on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Elway. It's caught. Smith. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Elway. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Ready. 70, Indy.
He's scared. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98 for Mike.
Go.
198.
Throwing now, Elway on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Yeah. Hey, wahoo!
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Here we go.
Hey, Foxtrot. Get it.
To throw again, Elway. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are back within a single score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Broncos 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, Zoo.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, complete. It's Mullins. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
50 wants the mic. 50 wants the mic.
And they, in fact, will throw it. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. And sensing the momentum, maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Here's the Raiders punter now. He's been terrific so far. Returning it is Moore. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
Their own 16-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Ready? 18 Gator. Hey, Charlie.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Central West. Ready?
On third down, Little. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Throwing now is Elway. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
You draw Corker.
Check right 27. Check right 27. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is now 13. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the season about their goal of getting to the Super Bowl. This one, they're going to be able to break it out now because their goal was to get there, and they achieved it. How about that? That's pretty fantastic.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.